comes the sun. Look how pretty. Oh, hello. Oh, beautiful. I wish it was not so cold. I want to open the doors. Oh, I have another morning here. So I'll get up the guts. I will. I'll adjust. I'll adjust. And then, by tomorrow morning, I'll be ready to, let's go out. Soon. If she's too cold to go outside, it's cold outside. So we have our oatmeal and my cafe mocha. Yes, just a packet of hot chocolate with my espresso. Yummy. I know. It was so nice to be able to afford to get hot chocolate. Bonus this time of the year. Like in the summer, it's okay. I can miss it. But this time of the year, it's almost like a necessity. So much nicer to people when I have chocolate. We have a visitor over there. Little cow. Big cow, actually. Look at the morning light on this meadow. Wow. I'm going to try to message a friend who wants me to check in, but, it's kind of tough. It's funny. I can receive stuff, but sending stuff out, not so simple. Oh, you stinker! As soon as I put the camera on you, you are a little stinker. Thank you. There's my little black nugget versus big black nugget. No. How pretty. What a pretty picture. I know. I might actually try to include the cow this time. I don't usually include the animals, but this time I might. Oh, look how picturesque this place is. I've already shot a lot of images. And I want to get more of the river or creek, but let's see what we got. No butts allowed. Look how pretty the color of the rocks. I know, it's so pretty. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, let me zoom out. Wow. There we go. Now you can see everything. And this is the morning view. Oh, glary water, but pretty. Oh, there he goes. I tried to catch him crossing the river, but crossed it too quickly for me. So we think it was a bull who went by. And just kind of, Nugget's sitting here. She's like, I'm going outside. No, that's out there. She's seen a lot of cows. She knows. They are not always friends. So I tried to come up around the corner here and get some photographs. But there is a bull in the shade of a beautiful tree that I wanted to photograph. And he's like giving me the one eye and munching on a tree. I wonder if I can get him on camera. Okay, so I don't know if you can see him there. Oh, yeah, there he goes, moving his head. There's his yellow tag. He knows humans, sort of. But I don't exactly want to, mess with him. But look at the pretty tree he's behind. I wanted to take an image of it. Well, this might be as good as it gets for me. Maybe tomorrow? I'm bummed the light is really pretty around the corner. But I'm going to go over this way. Maybe I'll find a good shot over here. Since the bull is up over this way. And I put Nugget in the van. So she's safe. Like, I have this almost same kind of light here that I had in Mancos, Colorado. And there's definitely a couple of spots that I think are gonna be good. What a bummer. There's a meadow just up beyond that as well. That looked like a good place. Wow. Alright. And he's been there most likely all day. Because I saw him go up there this morning. So he just probably went up there to go laze about. It's probably like a regular routine for this bull. So there's the van. And I did stake down the moonshade. Because it definitely needed it. And it's made all the difference. Got it really nice and snug this time, too. I thought I saw pink this morning over here. But it might have just been... Oh, it was just the light shining through those leaves. Yeah, those leaves right there. This morning looked like they were pink flowers blooming next to this juniper. Beautiful. Love these trees. So, little fun fact, friend told me today that this little stream here still gets panned for gold. And there's a guy who actually earns a living off of doing it. So there you go. I haven't found any yet. I'm usually pretty observant. Like, the reason I knew that bull was there was because I heard him breathing as I came up the path. So for everybody who likes to wear earbuds and listen to music while they hike, it's not safe necessarily. Anyway, There's some beautiful yellow flowers blooming. Aren't they so pretty and delicate? Oh. So right now, walking down the middle of the creek here. Look at that. Whoa. Seriously. I've just walked feet. Oh, yeah, little waterfall going right there. I know. And then, what? Another perfect image. I know. And then, boom, there's the van. It's incredible. Thank you, Marlon. This is like a fairy tale. Here I am in this beautiful place, and I thought I would tell you what happened as I was leaving the studio yesterday. Or no, Saturday. It was Saturday. I stopped to pick up my gesso, my paint box, and on my way out, I was turning around, I backed up, and I felt something. So I looked in my mirror, and my sidewall was up against the neighbor's wall. Sidewall of my rear driver's side tire. And so I was like, oh, I hadn't, like hit the gas or anything. I had just enough to get myself to be able to back up the turn, moving slow. So I look and I see where it is, and I think, okay, so I just take my foot lightly off the brake. It goes forward, and down comes that section of the wall with my tire. Now, my tire is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. And the sidewall's pretty fragile. So, I don't know. I'm kind of curious as to what kind of condition that wall was in to begin with. But neither here nor there. I got into the van. I did have to go. I noticed there were no cars in the driveway. So I got into the van and I messaged the woman's house whose studio I'm using. And she messaged me her neighbor's contact info. So I messaged the neighbor, and she was like, "Oh no, okay, well, just send me your insurance info." So I messaged her my insurance info. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if it does anything to my insurance that this has happened, because and I'm pretty proud to be able to say this. In my 50 years, I've only had 2 other incidences, one and both of which were due to weather. So it was I was going around a corner that was mismarked, and I was lost in Pennsylvania. I was 19 or 20. So I was scared, and it was pouring rain, and October, so there were leaves on the ground. And I was going around this corner like 10 miles an hour, and it, instead of being um, just a hard right corner, it was like a U-turn corner. And so I went to make the correction and I hydroplaned. So that was one incident where that was scary. I bent the connecting rod. That was terrifying. So that was incident 1. And incident 2, I was on the Merritt Parkway. And the person in front of me slammed on their brakes, and I swerved and I hit the guardrail. So that was me avoiding an accident. I did not inform my insurance company of that. I lived with the wreckage. So as far as my insurance company is concerned, this is the first time. This is the first time I've ever exchanged information with somebody. So hopefully, I don't get penalized too badly for it. I mean, wouldn't it be awesome if I could say, oh yeah, my tire is shot because of it and I need 4 new tires. No. My tire's perfectly fine. It's just got a dark mark on it. So you can see right there, that's the spot. So yeah, and the tire's fine. In the meantime, look at all these amazing dancing trees on this ridge. There's that cool dead one there. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. I turned around and saw this. I mean, isn't that gorgeous? I mean, just absolutely beautiful. I just took pictures too. I mean, really? Does it get better than this? Isn't she beautiful? So I'm just thinking that since I just got a whole bunch of images of here, and I can get some more tomorrow morning, maybe I go someplace else tomorrow. Just feel like there's one more kind of different element I can get out of New Mexico that's not far from here. Like, I'm not going to go all the way over to White Sands from here. That'd be silly. But I want to think about that. Because as beautiful as this spot was and is, I've kind of gotten everything out of it I can get. And I could stop and start working on those panels. But I realized I need sandpaper, and I thought I had it, and it turns out I don't. So I could leave here tomorrow morning, go into Kingston and see if in Kingston they have like a little hardware store where I could get some sandpaper, and then go find another spot not far. You know, if I do this fairly early in the morning, I can get a whole nother afternoon somewhere not far from here and still get up and out on Wednesday morning. You know. Huh. Because wouldn't it be cool if I could? I mean, yeah. I know that even after I put together what I put together for this show, I can continue. I can continue to produce for the gallery, going around to other parts of the state for the next month, hopping around. I have a friend of mine who's going to be in town and may have a more portable setup. And we might go exploring. That'd be fun. So if that works out, cool. If not, I can go on my own. I should have. I have enough gas for right now, you know, and to get a little bit further up and come back. And that would have probably, that will at that point have eaten a quarter of a tank of gas. So I had just over my gas tank, with the way it fills, it goes to just over 3/4 of a tank. It never goes all the way up to the full. It's the way it's tilted or something. Anyway, neither here nor there. So I should have just over a half a tank of gas by the time I get back to town. With the way that I drive around town to go to and from the studio for work, I don't stay that far outside of town. It's like 5 miles. So-ish. So I don't go far to spend the night, right? And then, so my commute is small, short, going back and forth to the studio. And then I, I have to have the pieces all finished by Wednesday or Thursday next week. Take a deep breath, because I'm like, wow, I hope I can do this. So see how this goes. I'd love to bring my friend back to this place. I know they love it. It's just so incredibly beautiful and so different from Elephant Butte and Truth or Consequences. Right? It's just different. And it's an hour away. Right? Up in the Gila. And I don't know if this area burned or not. If it did, it's incredibly recovered. You know, and I can't tell. Because I don't know what it should look like. I know what Colorado looks like. But these trees don't look like they... But see, after the burn, then came the monsoon. So how much of this is like... But it can't be. No, these junipers would have to be bare. olive trees. I think they're olive trees. So, you think I should free the beast? I know. She's like, Mama, Mama, Mama. Yeah, so eating good today because I'm sitting still. It's easier to eat well when I'm sitting still. And tomorrow, if I move, it's hard because I can't really look at a map. I'll have to try. I'll just have to try. Because I don't have service, so my iOverlander, is it really going to work for me or not? I'm not going to be able to really tell how far anything is away or how long it'll take me to get there. So I'll have to pick like a handful of spots to be possibilities, I guess. Yeah. This place rocks, though. I will come back here for sure. So I think I decided. I just checked the map, and I think I'm going to go tomorrow morning. I'll kind of make a loop up to Kingston just because I've been told it's gorgeous and I should check it out. So I'll leave early enough to loop up that way and then turn around and come back down 152, go across, and go to the other side of Caballo Lake. Never been over there, and I just read there's BLM on that side of the lake. They're saying 4x4 vehicles, but that might just be about the clearance. The weather hasn't been too bad, so if it's we'll check it out. I'll check it out because I've found that a lot of what says 4x4 is actually like just have clearance. Drive carefully. It's not for, little beetles, with like a 6-inch clearance, right? I have a foot plus. I might have like 14, 15 inches. I might have 15 inches clearance ish. Yeah. So I know I can go a lot of places that a lot of other people couldn't go. So, but also it could be sand, but it didn't say anything about sand. It just said 4x4. So I'm going to check it out. So the backside of Caballo Lake tomorrow morning. Yeah, so tonight I'm just going to go in. I'm going to make myself some food. And if I can get on the move and find a spot early enough, I can set the awning back up for another nice non-glary kind of day. I like to face this way south for a number of reasons. One, because the cooler is on the north, is on this side, and I like to keep the cooler facing north. It keeps the ice longer. And the New Mexico sun, even in the wintertime, will do a number on my ice. So it's a preventative. So if I can get there, I can get the awning up, and through most of the day, this whole area is very not glary, but has a lot of wonderful indirect light. So I can get a lot accomplished. Did most of my editing today. Did not write any music. I was gonna. Oh, these flies! I swear to God. I mean, well, at least nobody's screaming, "Help me!" Yeah, you have to have seen the movie. Yeah, so there's that. And right now you're seeing glare from my door because sun is reflecting off my door onto me. Put my regular glasses on so I can see. It's a really beautiful spot. But I am feeling like with the amount of time that I have, I can diversify my images by going to another spot to see what it's like. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Hopefully find it early enough. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. This is a look at some of the paintings that are now available in the Center Gallery in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, that came from this amazing weekend in the Gila. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like, subscribe. If you'd like to contribute, it truly makes a difference. Take care, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.